So, uh, yeah, so it was like the second week of school, something like that. Forgive me, I was 11, so kind of harsh, but I know it was the beginning of the school year. I was just going to the fifth grade, and so we did breakfast, things like that, and I remember walking up the school steps, and we're gonna get into this more too, because there's a lot of things that people don't know about it. But we walking up the steps, going to class or whatever, and name of the school, by the way, was Lackey Elementary in Washington D.C. Look that up, Lackey Elementary. Um, Love all the teachers there, Mr. Green, Miss Payton. Um, I forgot the principal name, sorry, but you was there. I love all y'all, very supportive, great people, very good people up there, man. Mr. Dallas, um, Coach Red, RIP to him. Uh, but yeah, so I'm walking up the steps, going to class, and I see one of my friends, man, named Bernard Brown. Third, look him up, Bernard Brown Jr. This guy was like one of those cool kids in the school. Everybody wanted to be around him. Everybody wanted to be his friend. I mean, bro was like, and I mean for 11-year-old kids, bro, like he was the bomb at everything he did. Like, bro was a true at basketball, bro. Four square, PE, like, bro was just that dude, like, just a little flat little dude. He was one of them. It was an honor for me to even be his friend and know him, you know what I'm saying, for the time being that it was. So yeah, walking up the steps, I'll never forget. About the third, fifth person I seen was him. Shook his hand, dapped him up, because we had like a little birthday party thing that we had did. Little spend the night thing, cool, chilling, type situation, kids. we was vibing. But anyway, seeing him, dapped him up. He was actually leaving to go with one of our teachers to get on the plane. And the plane that he was on, it was the ones that hit the Pentagon where my mother was. So not only that day did I lose a mother, but I lost a friend. Imagine that, 11 years old, first funeral. And I mean first funeral, like, I ain't even go to my mama's funeral first. My first funeral was this kid that I went to school with that was considered a friend at 11 years old. And I ain't even gonna lie to tell you that I remember a lot of adults at this boy's funeral, man. Like, I remember a lot of us, a lot of the kids, a lot of people that knew him, but a lot of kids, bro. That was my first funeral. You can't even fathom that. You know what I mean? Just like the same way you can't even fathom waking up to a two-parent household 2, 3, 4 hours later. That's not a thing anymore. It's not a thing anymore. You wake up and it's a one-parent thing now, and your two youngest siblings, and you barely know what's going on. Yeah. So anyway, on with that. So I see my boy, like I say, Bernard Brown, RIP. Dap him up. Keep on going up the steps. Go to the first class. I want to say my teacher name that year was Miss Robinson. I want to say her name was Miss Robinson. Very beautiful lady, by the way, if I remember. Very vague. But I do remember across the hall was my teacher, Mr. Green. And we was in Miss Robinson's class. I'm going to just say Miss Robinson because I think that's who it was. But we was in her class. And if you guys remember anything back in 2001, we had a thing in the TV where they brought the TVs on the cart and they brought it in the room. They had the TVs come in on the cart, and we used to watch in the morning for homeroom, we used to watch TV One. So we were watching TV One, and maybe about 30 minutes in, you heard the explosion. You felt the school shake. So, yeah, you felt the school shake, bro. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, I was a class clown, right? I was a class clown. So, me being me, that happened, and I was joking. I was like, oh, what it is. Really, it was kind of terrifying, but at the same time, I was being goofy. I remember I dropped down on the ground, I got up under the desk like they teach us anyway back then. They used to teach that drill. Y'all remember that, right? Fire, anything happen, tornado, disaster, supposed to get up under your desk. So that's what I did, not knowing how serious this event was at the time. Anyway, y'all want part 2, let me know. Share this, like it, and I'll continue on with the story.